Hi, I'm Rob Keogh. I'm the planner for Civic. I do the whole Civic lineup, including Type R. Just finished up a track day here with Type R, and I want to take you around the car a little bit, talk to you a little bit about the styling, about the aero package on the car, and tell you why the car looks like it does. So if you look at this car, it's got a pretty radical aero package on it. It's not just for styling. There's a lot of function built into this car. First, let me talk to you about the thermal package on the car. This car has a front-mounted intercooler, which is fed by this big grill right down here. The radiator is fed by the middle section grill here. The air intake for the engine is here, and this scoop here actually feeds cooling air into the engine bay. It also has a little bit of an anti-lift effect. We've got a lot of air flowing through the car here. Adding in a scoop there to help pull air through the car actually helps reduce front-end lift. Some of the other aero features on the car, you'll notice the deep lip front spoiler. We've actually sort of got a dual plane spoiler here because the sport bumpers on the car are already angled down here, and then we've got a second plane here, so we've got a nice dual plane front spoiler to get us some downforce on the front end. These ducts here are actually for air curtain over the side wheels to get a nice flow of air down the side of the car. We've also got another hidden thermal management duct here. Right under here where I'm sticking my hand is a duct, cooling duct for the front brakes to keep the brakes nice and cool for your track day. We can walk a little bit down the side of the car. This is a unique feature for the Type R as well. We've got these little winglets on the end of the front spoiler, both front and rear. They're angled up here for downforce, and then they're also channeled to help contribute to that air curtain over the wheels. We've got bulging front fenders here. The car is wider. We've got a wider track to accommodate the nice 20-inch 245 section width track tires on this car. Coming down the side of the car, we've got lower body side skirts, again, to keep air from getting underneath the car. And we've got another winglet here in front of the rear wheel, again, with a kick up for some downforce and a channel to help with air curtain. We've also got the fender bulges out here with a nice lip here, a little bit of extra downforce there, and again, air curtain down the side of the car. Okay, so taking you around the back of the car to continue talking about the aero package, we've got this nice prominent rear wing. Nice thing about this rear wing, you think, oh, it's going to block my view. If you sit inside the car, you look through the rearview mirror, this wing is so high, you're going to look right through it. And you actually have dual plane glass here, lower deck spoiler here, upper deck spoiler here. So nice complementary, good visibility, and good aero package as well. The rear wing spoiler here has a thinner section based on a new molding process to get us, we want downforce out of this wing, but we don't want drag out of this wing. So we've got a nice thin section here to get us to reduce drag on the car at high speed, and then it's shaped to give us a lot of downforce. One of the things the development team did through testing is they wanted to get more downforce on the wing, so they came up with these vortex generators here at the rear of the roofline. These actually help pull air down the rear windshield, direct it over the wing to get even more downforce on the car than without the vortex generators. In terms of the rear kit here, we've also got a lower apron spoiler here and a nice kick-up diffuser from the underbody to get air channeling under the car. So pretty comprehensive aero package here. Pretty radical look, but all very purposeful. One of the things you're going to notice down here too is this triple outlet exhaust. Pretty wild. It's actually got some cool features about it. So there's no servos or vacuum flaps or anything built into the system. It's very mechanically and acoustically designed. We've got one large center pipe coming down the back of the car, split out into a three-prong fork at the back after the rear axle. We've got three mufflers back there. The outboard ones are for big flow through these outside cans, and then the center pipe, there's actually a resonator behind that as well to tune the sound of the car, and it's tuned to give it a very sporty sound at low and mid RPM. But when you get up to high RPM, it actually goes negative pressure, lets all the air go out through the big outboard exhaust, and that basically gives you a more refined high RPM sound. So for high-speed cruising, you don't get as much buzzing and booming that you do out of some sport exhaust systems. So a lot of elegant, simple design, giving us great function and performance. So that's a look at the exterior styling of the Type R. Again, very radical styled car, but very purposeful built, dual purpose, on road and on track. Gives you great style for the road and great function on the track.